What up, what up, what up? Today is August the 25th, 2025, 8/25/25. And I wanted to start talking to you guys about what I've learned. Last night I had a unique dream, meaning I got no sleep, right? I was going back and forth between this universe and another universe, which required me to start getting organized to the point where I got hired on a job by God to develop the human organizer, the planner, the actual planner for whatever. And it's like so weird because I kept waking up in the middle of the night, tossing, turning, sneezing, wheezing. Now I did take some airborne and things like that, you know, medicine, but nothing like too crazy that should have me going into these psychosical visions where I literally, so I read this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, right? I know we're just 57 seconds in, guys, stay with me. I read this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and in this book what I learned was he passed the torch. In this book, he passed the torch, teaching people how to develop the tool. So like in my back of my psyche, I know how to develop the tool, right? But in this vision, there's a combination of my iPad, which has an app that I used to do storyboards and things on, a little journaling app, with a mixture of being inside of my brain, right? So there was a blend between me developing the widgets that were necessary for me to be successful and be proactive and be organized. So developing widgets in your head that makes it accessible for you to get to the things that you need to get to and for you to actually take your calendar into the next level, okay? So if you're still following me, you probably learned that I got some type of, you know, so I'll just go ahead and break the fourth wall. I'm neurodivergent, meaning my brain processes things a little bit different than typical divergent people, i.e. the people who can go to work every day. Nothing wrong with that, but you guys are special and I respect that. I always wanted to be able to get a job and go to work, but, you know, having a job is like torture. But, you know, if you like getting your nipples pinched, then to each his own. So, back to the subject at hand. I want to give you this video diary because last night was a tremendous feat, or bout, because I didn't lose. Well, I kind of won. Yeah, feat means won, right? Yeah, because I really got to understand what I needed to do to be successful. So yesterday there was an epiphany for me to start my my school that I've been, you know, prancing around for years. And now it's, you know, the motivation and exhibition needed to push it to the next level has arrived. So I want you to know, when it comes to prioritizing your life, prioritizing your responsibilities, at some point, I mean, I guess if you grew up any way I grew up, right? And I don't really know what I mean by that, right? But I'm bringing it back to me and not putting it on you. That's the goal of that last statement. If you can think about where you are today, Emmanuel, where I started from, I definitely want to say I've been more productive in my life. Now you probably say, okay, yeah, you know, you're 34, you know, 14 years of grinding and getting ups and downs. You learn to pace yourself a little bit, all right? I learned to pace myself. I've been chasing my dreams since waking up this morning. Nah, yeah, I've been going at it for some years, maybe 16 years now. Started at 16, 32, 36, 16, 17, 18 years in this industry. I'm a little exhausted, but I'm more like if Layla Ali was to fight Papoose girlfriend, right? I'll get in the ring for the check, right? I'm gonna get in the ring for the check. That's where I'm at in my life right now. I'll get in the ring for the check. But I got enough to look at her, to learn her style. I got enough time to relax and look at her and learn her style and learn how to pace myself for the fight. That's where I'm at right now. You know, I've jumped head first. I've ran in there deep. You know what I'm saying? I slid the whistle in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? I done did it all. You feel me? And no matter how much work I do, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta show up every single day with a plan though. So scat cat, jump around a little bit. My mentor, she said to me, visualize where you want to be at, right? Like pick up space, right? And it's crazy because I did the activity, and then less than 2 weeks ago I was in LA producing a show. I did the activity maybe a couple of months ago. So I say all this to say, just doing the work in your, you know, God say write the vision, make it plain. Doing the work on your own early, like proper planning, piss poor preparation prevents failure, or something like that. Proper planning prevents piss poor preparation, or something like that. Proper planning, piss poor preparation prevents proper planning. I don't know, something about them P's. But I say all this to say, if you're still following me, August 25th, 2025, 8/25/25. I woke up several times in the night, getting organized, figuring out of all the tools that I have, what is the proper tool to align me with success. So I said to myself several times in my sleep, I even had gotten from the family bed to the little kid bed that nobody decides to use. I have no idea what's up with that. And I sat there and I prayed because I could get a little louder, you know, when I'm right next to someone. He'll say, "I'm talking, yeah." And I have to be quiet. So I got over there and I prayed. I said, universe, I am open and ready for you to start conspiring in my favor to make my dreams come true. And I have a quest for a clear sign of my reality to come to me today. I am open and ready. Thank you. And I said it over and over and over again until I dozed off again. And immediately after I dozed off, I woke back up. I got up, went to the bathroom, cut on the shower. I'm an Aquarius, so somewhere down the line, I think that water makes me feel good. So the sounds of the shower is soothing. You know, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, why is this happening? The planner app is on the iPad, right? But every time I get on the iPad, I'm not as productive as a proper planner prevents piss poor preparation, piss poor performance. Thank you, Maurice. Hey, what's up, bro? There you go. That's the one. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to get it out of my head, because you ever wake up and then the details of the dream is no longer as detailed. You could sit there in that bed, toss and turn all night, but the details, you're in the dream. But then here we go, and you're trying to figure out, what was God trying to tell me? What was the message about realistically? What was it going, you know? And all I could think of is getting organized, getting prepared, sitting down, writing the vision. He kept sending me back to that journal. And it's funny because in that journal on my iPad, I legit will write stuff out. Oh, snap. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Okay, because the documentary is September the 15th. You already know that. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, brother. So maybe God is, because I'm stressing a little bit about that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm going to bed stressing about the details. Maybe that's it. And I know that whenever I did a 10 film slate in 2023. We did 10 movies in a 365-day span. So it's like Emmanuel, you know, you have less than 20-something days. You go to what you know. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the basics. Go back to your storyboard. Maybe that's what I'm being told. But I say this because I want to start bringing up my diaries of what it is that I'm going through and how I'm progressing through these stages. And what I've learned, you know, what I've learned is definitely taking the time to be specific with God. Be specific with the things that you ask Him for. Try to align yourself with like-minded people. I need some people around me that we can hold hands and pray the old-fashioned way. I need that in my life right now. So if y'all watching and you like to pray the old-fashioned way, Mama used to get you up 6 o'clock in the morning, sit in a circle, do a little seance or whatever. Now I think about it, it was kind of ritualistic. You sit in that circle, the four of us, and you know what I'm saying, we just pray, you know. But look at me now. You know, I made it through Virginia. And I lived in the deep South, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, forget Richmond. I was in Colonial Heights, you know what I'm saying? Well, I literally got beat up for being black at one point, you know? And the teacher gonna try to gaslight me. Like, oh, I look racist, baby, you white. Yeah, she look racist. Not that white people are. I'm not saying that. It was an experience at the time. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but intrusive thoughts have taken another W today. But it's my life. It is what it is. I'm not apologizing. Unless y'all need me to. I'm not too far to get canceled, you know what I'm saying? But if I offended you, God bless you. So as we move forward, yo, they got military trucks out here. Oh snap. Oh, what is Trump on, yo? It's like, let me stop. I'm not gonna take this to no politics stuff. They dropping off the military trucks though. I just saw a tank get dropped off. Literally, y'all, a tank they dropping off tanks in Baltimore. We going to Baltimore? Where we going? Never mind. Okay, cool. All right, so I want to start reflecting more. I want to start doing these little diaries. I'm gonna tell you my hero. His name is Weird Paul. Look up Weird Paul. He has a documentary called oh man, I love this documentary. The documentary changed my life. Something will act for food or will dance for food, something like that. Something funny, but look him up, Weird Paul. He's on my Instagram. I'm following him, and he used to do vlogs as a kid, and I used to do vlogs as a kid, but I let my cousins and everybody else's opinions and the neighborhood and everybody get in my head, so I stopped doing my little vlogs. But it's like, I feel motivated to get back at what I love again. You feel me? Like, unapologetically. I woke up, was telling my partner, I was like, I feel like I'm back in my Huntley Square days. You feel me? And what that means is I got everything I need to be successful. My bills is at a minimum. My cost of living is at a minimum. My revenue that I'm bringing in is fairly afloat. And I got all the tools I need to be successful. I mean, no, I'm not mad. I'm not going to be hard on myself because I can't say that. Because then back in them days, I wasn't working on any projects. I mean, I was working with random people who was doing random stuff. But I got projects in the work. And they just distanced out a little bit. But I wish I was doing more. How about that? How about we settle it with that, Emmanuel? I wish I was doing more, which is why I'm here with you guys today. Because we walk around with these cell phones in our hand and we don't even maximize it. I'm on 8 different platforms right now, just running my mouth. And I've been wanting to do this for years. But you know, the fear of not having nothing to say, the fear I'm gonna mess up the words and people gonna clown me because I said it wrong. And y'all know, if y'all been listening long enough, I know I done butchered a bunch of things. But you know, that's okay. Because it is what it is. I don't know how much time I got with y'all. Every time my nose and my throat start itching, I just remember to sanitize. I ain't gonna lie though, I could probably use another sickness. Look, once I get rid of these bags, look at my forehead. Forehead done cleared out. Pores done got clean. Look, once I get rid of this, it's early. I had my divine energy already this morning before I left the house. My divine energy gummies. And but yeah, no, this ain't get no sleep last night. Probably need to get some stuff done. What y'all thinking? Like this? Would you fuck me hold it like this? You wanna give me that? Let me see. Hold on, where I gotta put it up? Oh, that's why they put it up. How do people get rid of that? There you go. Hey. I love myself. I take a bag before I take it. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So, I had this thing I wanted to say out loud, but I was scared to say it. But since y'all ain't here, it's like I wanted to build my Hollywood here in LA. I mean, here in Maryland. But, it was offensive. That's why I didn't say it. It was like, but I'm going to say it because it's just my truth. But then it was like I realized, well, no, that's offensive. I gotta be careful. The thing is, right, I want to work with people who want to work. That's my call to action. There we go. That's my call to action. I want to work with people who want to work. Listen, I don't have all the answers. I don't know it all. But if you have an intention, you got to establish your intention in the beginning. All right? If you don't want to work, and you just want, you know what I'm saying, then that's cool. But please establish your intentions in the beginning. Say if you just say, hey, I just want a music video, or I just want a blog, or I just want to do something, you know what I'm saying? Establish all that up front, because I want to work with people so we can trade skills and services, but you got to really like bring your skills and services. Because I'm about to get off. I just wanted to share that. My call to action is I want to work with people who want to work. And if you, let's work. Okay, say less, brother. Hey, hell yeah. No, that's already locked in. I like your work ethic. First of all, I saw you and I watch what you do, and I respect your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else out there, I want to work with people who want to work. You know what I mean? That dude right there is a hard worker. Make sure y'all go check him out. Follow his page. Follow his Facebook. Maurice Evans. You know what I'm saying? He does some really dope remixes. One of my Shift family members, meaning we shifting the paradigm together. Make sure y'all go check my boy out. With that being said, y'all have a blessed day. If no one told you they love you today, know that God loves you, and so do I. Make it a great day, and not the choice is yours. Trippity, trippity.